All right, so we're back, and today we're diving deep into Cristiano Ronaldo and Al-Nassr's elimination from the King's Cup.
Big one.
It was a shocker. You guys sent in some articles, and
Yeah.
wow, there is a lot to unpack. We've got a missed penalty kick that could have tied the game,
Oh, yeah.
and some, visible frustration
Frustration for sure.
from Ronaldo himself.
Yep.
So to help us break this down, we have an expert joining us today who can give us some insight into what went wrong and what this means for Ronaldo and Al-Nassr.
Yeah.
So let's just set the stage here. Al-Nassr, huge team, huge firepower, up against Al-Taawoun in the King's Cup.
Right.
What were the expectations going into this?
Well, I mean, everyone had Al-Nassr as the favorite. They were looking to get Ronaldo his first King's Cup title since he joined.
Oh, wow.
And, frankly, a lot of people expected them to kind of cruise through this round.
Yeah, it's Ronaldo. You just expect him to win?
You do.
But then they lose. Final score. Al-Taawoun 1, Al-Nassr 0.
Wow.
Talk about an upset.
Big time.
Can you walk us through Al-Taawoun's winning goal? What happened?
It was a corner kick. 71st minute, Walid Al-Ahmed got his head on it.
Wow.
Put it past the keeper. It was well executed. Exposed some weaknesses in Al-Nassr's defense, though. Something they've struggled with at times.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that missed penalty kick.
Oh, yeah.
It's stoppage time.
Yep.
The clock's ticking down.
Pressure's on.
Al-Nassr gets a penalty, a chance to tie the game.
Well,
I mean, this feels like a moment made for Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, this is the kind of pressure he thrives under.
Totally. Well, you almost expected him to just bury it in the back of the net, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the game on the line.
Totally.
But, and this is incredible, he sends the ball sailing over the crossbar.
No way.
Yeah. This is a player known for incredible penalty conversion.
Oh, yeah.
So to see him miss, particularly now, it makes you wonder what was going through his mind.
It's almost hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo, the man who thrives under pressure, faltering at such a crucial moment.
It's true. Yeah. It does raise some questions.
Yeah.
Are we seeing the first signs of decline?
Whoa.
Or is this just an anomaly? I mean, if we look at his recent performance stats, the goal scoring rate has dipped a bit since he moved to Saudi Arabia.
Interesting.
And, it could be a number of things, adjusting to a new league, a different style of play,
Right.
maybe even age starting to catch up, But this penalty miss just adds fuel to the fire.
So it's not just one bad game.
It's possible.
Yeah. Interesting.
But let's not forget, this is a team effort, right?
Right.
It wasn't just Ronaldo who had an off night.
Right. And the match reports suggest that Al-Nassr really struggled to create clear scoring opportunities the entire game.
Yeah.
Even though they had the possession, it seemed like their attack was so disjointed they just couldn't find that spark.
And you could see Ronaldo's frustration with his teammates on the pitch. Right?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There were moments where he was visibly annoyed.
Wow.
Gesturing in frustration when passes didn't connect or runs weren't made. Does this point to deeper issues within the team?
Ooh.
Are there issues that could even put Coach Pioli's position in jeopardy?
That's a good question. Let's dive into that next.
Coach Stefano Pioli, he took responsibility for the loss in the post-match interview. Said the team needs to do better.
Boom.
Some are questioning his tactical decisions.
Oh, interesting. What kind of tactical decisions are we talking about here?
Well, some analysts have pointed out that Al-Nassr's formation, maybe it's not the best fit for Ronaldo's style of play.
Okay.
They're saying he's being asked to play a more central role, which kind of limits his ability to make those signature runs from the wing
Right.
that he was so known for at Real Madrid and Juventus.
So are they basically trying to fit a square peg in a round hole?
Yeah, kind of. And that can lead to frustration
Of course.
for both Ronaldo and his teammates.
Yeah.
If he's not getting the service he needs,
Yeah.
he could become isolated and the whole attack breaks down.
Right. It makes sense.
And if the team's not performing well,
Yeah.
the coach is often the one who takes the heat.
Absolutely.
And there's already speculation in the media about whether Pioli will be able to keep his job if Al-Nassr doesn't turn things around quickly.
This one loss has really put him under the microscope.
It has.
Yeah.
And, it's not just the coach who's facing scrutiny.
Right.
This loss has also kind of raised questions about Ronaldo's future with the club.
Really? I mean, he just joined Al-Nassr like last year. Why are people already questioning his future?
Well, there are a few factors here, I think.
Okay.
First, there's the performance issue. He's still scoring goals.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been as dominant as many expected.
Right. like you mentioned earlier, his goal scoring rate has dipped.
Exactly. And then there's the age thing. He's 38 years old, which is ancient in football years.
Yeah.
So some are wondering if he can even still maintain that level of play that made him, one of the greatest players of all time.
Right. But there's also the question of how this loss affects the team's morale. Right? It's got to be a blow to their confidence.
Definitely. Especially as they're heading into some crucial matches.
Oh, yeah.
In the Saudi Pro League.
Yeah.
And the AFC Champions League.
Right. And we can't forget about the fans.
Oh, absolutely. They had such high hopes for this team.
Yeah.
Especially with Ronaldo leading the charge.
Okay. It was supposed to be their year.
Yeah. To be sent packing in the round of 16.
Wow.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
It really is. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Al-Taawoun's performance. I mean, they were the underdogs in this match, but they played with a lot of discipline and determination. What were some of the key factors that contributed to their victory?
Well, their defense was just exceptional. I mean, they really frustrated Al-Nassr's attack, limited their chances, forced them to take these long-range shots.
Right.
They were organized, compact, and they didn't give Ronaldo much space at all.
Yeah.
And then on the attacking end, they were clinical.
Right.
Took advantage of the few opportunities they had, and that was the difference.
It sounds like they had a really solid game plan.
They did.
And executed it perfectly.
Yeah.
This loss for Al-Nassr, it feels like a real turning point. So let's recap what we've learned today.
Okay.
Huge upset in the King's Cup.
Right.
Ronaldo, a player who's built a career on delivering in big moments, misses a crucial penalty.
Yeah, it happened.
Al-Nassr as a whole looked disjointed, which raised questions about the team's dynamic.
For sure.
The coach's tactics, and even Ronaldo's future with the club.
Big questions.
So where do we go from here?
Right.
What are your final thoughts for our listeners?
I think the big question is, how will Al-Nassr respond to this?
Yeah.
Will they crumble under the pressure? Or will they use this as an opportunity to regroup and come back stronger? It's a pivotal moment for them. And for Ronaldo, how he adapts to this new phase of his career.
Right.
How he handles the scrutiny, the pressure to perform. It'll be fascinating to watch.
I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
This isn't just about one game.
No.
Or one missed penalty. Or even one player.
It's bigger.
It's about legacy.
Legacy.
Resilience.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What a story this is turning out to be.
Yeah, what a story.
Deep divers. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Al-Nassr's shocking King's Cup exit.
Thanks for having me.
It'll be fascinating to see what happens next. Don't forget to share your thoughts, keep the conversation going, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive.